Hello guys, this is Asen for my weekly results video. As I said last week, I'm still kind of on vacation mode, so I decided to also not play this week. I will be playing in about a few days. I will start playing again and taking it seriously. I just want to do some kind of a recap so far for the year so that you guys can be aware. So, uh, on the tables so far this year, I made about 28.7k, as you can see here in the sum. And in rakeback, I made about 13.9k, and that gives us a total of 42.7k basically in total for this year so far. In total, I played about 536 hours, which means just let me just get the total again. So 40 to 700, 500 and what? Sorry guys, I'm a bit okay. 536. So about $80 an hour so far this year. Yeah, that's basically it. So I didn't play. I will start playing again for the rest of the year in a few days, and we'll be bringing content. Today I will be doing something different. I have been coaching someone for the past month, something like that, and that person will be playing a bit here on video, and I will be sharing my thoughts about it and just sharing what I think about it and stuff like this. So let's start that. But before I go into that, I would like to say that if you want to join my Discord, I think it's a very good thing for you to do if you want to join my Discord and participate in a very good community of players. Just follow the link in the description and you will be joining my Discord. And also, if you want, subscribe to this channel to follow my results along and to not miss anything. I will be sharing all my results, yearly, monthly, weekly results transparently, so you can follow that. That's it for now. Okay. So the 10-8, I would definitely be looking to open there on the button, especially if you have some recreational players there in the blinds.
Here it would be usually 19 because he used 9. How much would you size? Where would you go with something like 21?
After you size, I will tell you. Yeah, I would go like 23, something like that. I mean, yeah, I think it would be fine.
Okay. Okay, board is low. I think we go with something like 40%.
Mm-hmm. I think that board is really awful for your range, but like Ace King, I wouldn't really be betting there every single time just because that board is one of the worst boards possible. But yeah, I think it's fine.
Yeah, I'm just checking because medium hand with a 7 pair.
Yep.
No. Betting. he didn't bet the flop, so I think he's a little bit capped. So I would call once here.
Yep. Yeah, I like your play. Totally normal. Mm-hmm. So we get cold call there.
This is usually always strange. If someone cold calls here, I always feel like they want to set hunt.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the player, right?
I think now I would just although in position, I think you just call that. But it's a little bit weird.
Well, I don't hate calling, but it's kind of like, yeah, you can keep.
Yeah, bad range. Like now it's interesting. I mean, we are blocking hands like ace 10 suited. That's nice. I just check. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, that's. Can you watch
I
that?
go out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow,
Holy
the
shit!
guy just 6 out.
Holy shit!
That's crazy.
But he cold called a free bet with pocket force, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
those cold calls really depends on the player. Like,
Yeah.
if it's a recreational, the range will definitely be much wider. But if it's kind of those rags or not really rag is, I mean, that's a pretty bad play, obviously. But tighter players, right? Yeah, we can assign like more pocket pair heavy, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, just call medium hand.
Yep, I like it.
Okay, here. It's pots. I don't like calling here.
Yeah, I like the fold. I wouldn't mind starting to turn pocket fives there on the turn into a bluff, but yeah, this is completely fine. Check folding is fine also.
I thought it still has showdown value and it's more on the medium side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
These King 8 is mixed. I just fold very
Yeah,
usually.
but like I told you already, like at these stakes, I would go more into the wider opens in later positions, just because people are not defending enough, and even more important is that they are not three betting enough.
Yeah. Here half pot against early position. Do we defend once? I think once calling is fine since there are no
Yeah, it's pretty
broadways.
close, pretty close on the flop, to be honest. Like pretty close.
Oh, if he bets again, I will just fold. I wonder whether it's fine to bluff here, but I think it still has some showdown value.
Well,
Yeah, nice.
I really wouldn't mind in these positions for you to bluff, just because we are literally probably very close to the bottom of our range there. So like when that run out comes, it's very hard for you to have a worse hand there once he bets off pot on the flop, but you still have some ace queen, etc. So I don't mind the check also.
Yeah.
Both are fine, I guess. Since it's a very over folded line, I wouldn't mind you bluffing the pocket fives there.
Yeah. So if I'm on button and cutoff and hands are mixed strategies, you would usually just open them because people overfold on big blind.
Well, not only overfold, but they definitely overfold on average. Obviously, this is an average, right? We're talking about, but they overfold on average, but also they definitely don't three bet enough from the blinds. So especially the big blinds. So that allows you to realize your equity more, right? And
Yeah. Limp, do we just call?
I mean, I would definitely ISO here the pocket
Yeah.
ace. Definitely.
Here I would usually check raise, but he used a bigger sizing. So I think check raising isn't that nice. Now I'm wondering whether it's fine to call. Now the call feels already strange. But check raising, I don't know. I don't like. I think maybe okay.
I mean, I don't mind the check. I would definitely not check call against this sizing. The check raise, I mind a little bit less. But calling, no, definitely not.
Here, time is going.
The turn, those types of turns, you should size down, but yeah, I don't mind your play. I don't like checking there, definitely in your shoes. That's like one of the premium combos to bluff. On the flop, I don't mind the check raise. Against the bigger sizing, I would definitely just fold there, but I don't mind the check raise. On the turn, you should definitely size down that spot when the flush completes, but like your play is totally fine. Obviously, it's not bad at all. So
yeah, I think overall that's something I was unsure about, because if opponents increase their sizing, I think I don't check raise enough. If I use the 1/3 sizing, I think I have a decent amount of check raises. But usually if I want to check raise, it always feels like they increase their sizing, and when I don't check raise.
You shouldn't check raise as much when they increase their sizing. You should decrease your check raising frequency when they increase their sizing. So that's totally normal. But yeah, you should still find some check raises, obviously.
If they increase their sizing, do I only go with very good check raises or draws, for example?
You would go with more of the obvious ones, the draws and this kind of stuff, right? So you wouldn't go with those kinds of draws that we talked about, right? The backdoor stuff. You would go more linear, I would say.
Okay.
Once they start increasing their sizing. And also, as you already know, also on the good boards for them, right? So on the very offensive boards, you don't go as crazy.
Here, just range.
Yep. I like the simplification.
Here, I would go with 10, but he increased sizing, so I go with 12.
Yep, I like it. Very nice.
Okay, here go with 7. Okay. This board isn't good for us. I think here it's a lot of checking.
Very nice, I like it. It's not one of the worst boards because we still have a lot of gut shots and stuff, but definitely these types of boards are very difficult.
And now I think I just give up. Doesn't look nice.
Yeah, against that sizing, I mean, I don't mind folding already, to be honest. Like, even though you will have a lot of bluffs there, but even those bluffs still have a lot of equity against you. So against that sizing, I would definitely fold.
Oh. I think with ace jack I would re-raise a few bets now, but king jack is a little bit too weak, I think, and I would just call. depending on the sizing. If he goes big. Okay. Okay, he checked, so he's capped the board. He doesn't really have 7-5, so we won't have straight. So I think we can't go with a bigger sizing here. I just go with pot.
Yep, I like this a lot. I would go bigger on the ace-10 when ISOing there. Blind versus blind.
4, 6, 7, 8. Okay, bot didn't really change. I think I go with 66 here. Or I went bigger. I go 66. The time bank is too close.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind a smaller bet. Now it starts getting thin, right? Because any 5 makes a straight, even though it's in middle position, so you won't have many 5x. But now it starts getting a bit thinner there. So I would go with a smaller sizing. I would definitely bet, but go something like 1/3 there.
Boy, he's super tight and short stack. I think I just fold that.
Yep.
Here, just bluff catcher.
Yeah. I would never fold this one against that sizing on the river against the recreational. I'm not sure what's your yellow tag.
Yellow is just I have information.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would definitely never fold against offpot. You can see that they are just playing random stuff, so.
For the third would be 33. Yeah, 33. Don't really have anything bluff. But he checked twice, so he's probably capped. And our hand isn't that good, so I think I just bluff it, although it doesn't have a piece.
Man, you were making me nervous, almost folding on the on the right.
Yeah, I so have to call. His sizings are just very. I think I can't fold it. It feels too good, and he already played one strange against me. Yeah.
I would definitely jam the river. Actually, it's like it's so weak. Those sizings are so weak, but we can talk about that later. But I would raise the flop already when he donks. But you were distracted because of the other end. I noticed. But I would definitely raise the flop there and just try to stack him. But I would never just call the river, because it is just like that off pot sizing is so obvious that it's like what are you beat by when he goes off pot on the river?
Six. I think he used already a bigger sizing.
No,
okay, he went
off pot, basically. So
yeah, that. For me, I can't really. It's actually interesting because for me, half pot or not half pot, but donk betting feels strong for me, but in theory it's weak.
yeah,
And maybe there are.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty weak line. Like the off pot is definitely a weak line. So I would definitely jam for the rest of his stack. Definitely, it's, and you are not beat by like he has some sets or stuff, but it's like very rare when he uses this donk off pot. I mean, it's just very weak. Okay, we will play a couple more ends and then we will wrap it up. Because I noticed that it's kind of distracting for you, maybe when it like you're playing and explaining at the same time is probably a bit distracting. So
Would you or also jam if the board didn't pair on the river?
Yeah, I mean, well, it depends on the card, obviously, but if it was like a low card 5 or something like this, I would definitely jam. Like if he
Okay.
bets like off pot, I mean, this is so weak. I would actually already raise the flop. Keep in mind, definitely, because your hand is like needs some kind of a protection, some protection, right? It's like uh, if he has overcards or something like this, you want to put as much money in as possible with your hand. So I think that I would already raise the flop and just try to stack him, basically. So yeah, but by the river as played, I would definitely shove when he bets off pot. So you can see how weak this is in general against recreationals.
Yeah. For me, it just feels like if they donk bet, in this case, I would think, okay, his worst hand is probably something like 9-8 two pair.
Yeah, but even on the river, you beat 9-8, so it's kind of like.
On the river, yes, but that's what I thought. If the I don't know
Yeah,
if
but
the
yeah.
rivers are king, for example.
Yeah. Oh, on a king, like I would have more difficulties jamming, but on the 3 or 5 or 4 or something like this, I would definitely jam. One thing is that you notice how weak this kind of dunk bets are. So, yeah, I would definitely pay attention to that and try to get as much money in as possible from the fish. But I think that the first thing that you should notice is that raising the flop with his hand, I think it's mandatory against half pot dunk. I would just try to stack him already. So did he check call the flop with ladder with king 3? What the fuck happened there? Not sure.
Did I check the flop? No,
No.
did.
He called the flop. Anyways.
With king 3, yes.
Oh, holy shit. Okay.
Do I want to 4-bet that? He's super short. Huh. Just call. Let's mix.
Against a short guy, I wouldn't even mind just jamming pre already, like straight, like 4-bet jam.
Okay.
Yeah. In these positions,
But
it's completely fine. I think that even 100 bigs deep, I think this is a mixed jam, I guess, in this position. So I would definitely wouldn't mind the jam already.
but not. I think we still have to call once. Yes, many hands.
Yep.
Which
I like it.
connect. And if he bets again,
Wow,
okay.
that's crazy, bro.
But he didn't bet
Holy
another time.
That's crazy. Oh my god, man. Wow, he didn't bet the river. Damn, that's pretty crazy. Anyways, I think you can sit out next big blind. I think that's enough time. Yeah.
4, 6, 7.
But you can see how passive these people play. It's like crazy. Wow, the ace queen check back is absolutely crazy.
But do I want to bluff that? I think I'm still ahead on this board.
Yeah, I wouldn't bluff, but I think you can go ahead.
I'm actually thinking about going for value with this. Here, slow, I 6. I go with value.
I like it. I like it a lot. I don't mind betting the turn small on this board, 1/3 with this end for protection, basically. I really don't mind that. And on the river, yeah, definitely value bet. I think it's standard, my opinion. He has a lot of eye cards like ace queen, ace king, stuff like this, and yeah, you get the value. Very nice hand.
Oh.
Very nice. Probably had ace king or ace queen, something like this.
King queen. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing because you're not. I don't mind this call because you are not value betting ace high, so it's kind of the same thing as having ace high.
I think our hand is not that good and we have a gut shot, so I probably would start bluffing here. It's a fish, so I would go half pot and then bigger on the river. I mean, it's unfortunate that we don't have a spade, but I think our hand is just shit.
Yep, I like your bluff, bro. I like your bluff a lot. Like against fish, I mean, it's just this line is very, very profitable. So I really like your bluff. Don't hesitate. Like even if it feels like shit, I mean, I wouldn't hesitate against the average fish. It's definitely profitable to bluff there.
Yeah.
Even with bad blockers, definitely that end is probably not bluffing in theory, but I like it a lot. Okay, so that's it, bro. Thank you very much, and GG.
GG.